Yes, you are. Silly. Hey, Jason, I just wanted to make a quick video. I just saw your video where you had the pipe running down to your sluice box. There's your sluice box down there with a pipe in it. And up here on the white pipe here is where you had your water coming in. So where you had the water coming in, you put a restrictor there. You said you put your fingers there and you can feel it pulling. I just wanted to say what I learned, and I'm still learning, is that putting that restrictor makes the fingers feel like it's got more suction, but there's less volume going through the pipe. And why that hurts you is another thing I'd like to tell you is if you could add a piece of flexible hose, any size really. I got, I don't know, 6, 7 different sizes. All it's got to do is make it to the bank, you know, or to where you want to dredge. All right, so look at your pipe, figure out where like 2/3 is. You know, an experiment, because every place is different, and just lift it once it's sucking. All right, so you got the suction going, everything's sucking. You got a little suction here at the tip of your hose. Then all you do is you just take this and just lift it up in the air. And believe it or not, what that does is it makes more weight going down faster, and more weight going down faster creates more pull. So sometimes it's better to like 2/3 up your operation, increase it 2 feet and work down, but bring the nozzle over so you can feel the suction and lift it up until it peaks out with the suction. And that way there, that particular spot, you'll be able to run it and cheat a little bit because you're creating more pull with the weight and the volume of the water to get more suction out of here. Now that being said, if you put a nozzle on it, like I thought I was smart, my buddy made this for me and I brought it out here. The problem is all this is a restriction to get the water in the hose to get to your weight, because that's kind of like your motor, the weight going down. You'll even see when the material's in there, it even seems to pull more. I don't know why. It's got like more things to pull on the water to create more vacuum. But at this end, what I got a hold of you for is it was like a jet rocket coming out. So I had to come up with different ways of making some kind of crash box, just to keep it from being a jet and blowing, you know, cleaning out the sluice, blowing everything right out of there. And then once I found out that this was working, every time you change the height of your drop, you have to change the box almost, or you know, babysit it to see what works, because I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this is like the extreme case. Like the box on the right, I even have a little crash box. You can see the silicone stuck to it. But if I have a lot of drop up in the mountains, I'll run the box on the left, because otherwise everything will just blast right through there. And it's got a crash box on it to help slow it down as it hits the box, and then it's just the amount of water that's going through there carrying the rocks out, which it keeps it clean. I mean, but every spot's different, so I found I have to change the width of my box or the length of my box to contend with, you know, the amount of volume that's coming through the box based on how high I am. I forgot. And if you wanted to put the Venturi in here, right, like you were doing, you want to get a Venturi in there and get suction off the Venturi. I've tried many different ways with many different nozzles. This is just one of them. Built different jets in there. You know, I bought ones off Craigslist and tried them. And you're asking just a lot to create enough to get that vacuum going. The ones who have had the best luck with that, if you want to look them up, is the new 49ers. They ran it out of a separate creek, though, down a mountainside, you know, like hundreds of feet up, I think, in order to generate enough power to get the vacuum going for the Venturi to clean off the bedrock along the Klamath there. Well, I know that video is out there. One more thing I wanted to tell you is, well, 2 things. Check out Spaghetti Mining. He takes 6 and 8 inch lengths of this hose that you see here, which is 4 inch, and he builds a dam and he runs this hose through the dam, and the weight of the water going through the dam creates enough vacuum where he's able to clean off the bedrock and run the material through a dredge, you know. So he's actually bringing the material to the surface of the creek and running it through a dredge, which still blows my mind, because I always thought you had to have gravity to do it. He's doing it with some kind of pressure with a dam. So check out Spaghetti Mining. And part B is trying to go from 4 to 2, save your money, because we've done all that from 6 to 5 to 4 to 3 to 2. And because water doesn't compress, you're not going to get any favors out of it. What I mean, it's not going to generate any more pressure coming down because it's not going to like compress and give you more weight or more volume going into the smaller pipe from the bigger pipe. It's just, it can do what it can do, and that's it. And I'm not a smart guy. I wish I was smarter to explain it to you in a more mathematical, smarter way, but like you, I'm just a blue-collar guy, worked at a mill my whole life, and I don't know the math on how to explain it properly. But you can see where the sun, when it's 114 out here, just melts that hose. So that forced me to cut it, forced me to try shorter hose, and I started having better luck. Instead of dragging out 100 feet of this down some gully, which is just, I mean, it's literally hell on earth when it's 100 degrees out, trying to drag this hose. It gets snagged on everything. And then fighting with the clogs after you get it down there, and then knowing you got to get it out of there, take it home, and you spent so much money on it. Oh my God. So save your money, and I would just say take your 2-inch, put something on the end of it so the football-sized rocks don't go in and turn on you, and you should be good to go. I'd like to see, I really want to see you have success, so that's why I made this video. See if it could help you out in any way. Good luck out there, buddy.